Yeah, firstly, I'm going to say greetings to all the gardeners out there. And again, he that regardeth the cloud will not sow. So I've been out here for about close to 6 hours, and I think I've accomplished quite a bit. Okay, so we've not really started nothing over here now, but I got some cassava from last year, and I think they're looking good. So we're going to see what happens with them anyway. All right, but I still got some cassava plants in it. So these are peppers I started myself. The big ones you've seen is Hawaiian chili, and the other ones is island pepper, came from St. Martin's. It's like cayenne pepper. So I started these peppers myself, and I've decided to transplant them today because really this is the time you transplant because of the weather. The weather is, it's not really sunny. So actually that's a good way to transplant because then the sun is out, but it's not intense, so the plants can actually survive and don't get shocked. All right, so these are the beds that's going to be accepting some of my plants: sour, crinkle, what is it again, greens, saloon greens. I'm going to make a whole bed of saloon green actually, because you know what, it's in demand. But garden business is not easy, but thank God I have this yard that I can do all my stuff, which I'm doing. And I remember, like, initially when I showed you guys this office, which is my office, I had a lot of junk things in it, so I'm trying to get it all sorted out as well. And the compost is over there, and all these ones are ready, all these containers are ready. I have almost 40 buckets actually, but I think I might get some more. This is my money making plant. I have 50 of them. This is the Kanai lily. You see they're coming out already. So you give them another 3-4 weeks, they would be out. They have red roses, and the thing is, once you plant them, if you're lucky, you don't need to buy them anymore because they're gonna spread. But I sell them, and a lot of times, like I say, I get the people asking for them all the time. Even into the autumn, they're asking for them. So I've done 50. I think that's about it I'm gonna do. So you do the max. If I start selling them at 15, as the time goes by, you sell them for 10. As the time goes by, you sell them for 5, and that's it. So this, I almost got frightened. This is my chocolate mint. I almost got frightened because I didn't see it going, and I'm thinking, oh my God, the guy who has all those things now is going to run out of mint. But the thing is, once you plant them in the ground, that's it. This is roses I've been cultivating from last year. That's red. And you can see the mint now. I mean, they all of a sudden, they appeared. They're all over the place, So that's them there. I put them in a bucket. These are spare mint. These are some perennials from last year. So this part over here is still going to have peppers. The bucket is still going to have peppers because I have 5 varieties of peppers that's going to be going down. So we're going to have okra. We're going to have pepper. We're going to have potato leaves, green callaloo, sour, one of my favorites. Okay, these ones are planted inside. These are cucumbers. Okay, and it's so funny, I put one of these cucumbers, just for the records, it took almost 2 weeks for it to actually start sprouting. You see that? Well, these are the ones from the inside, so hopefully they get acclimatized and they will be doing well. So this bed is the sour bed. I ain't seen no action yet, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Okay, oh my God, my gloves is over here too. So guess what? All it's got wet. So this is what I do. This is how I keep the gloves. Just put them in here. They dry out. All right. So like I say, I've done quite a bit today. Quite a bit. The garden is not easy, but that's my cage for those guys that I don't like. These are roses again. I've started these ones. As you can see, they don't look so healthy, but I mean, they might just, get into the soil and start. So the bolagi is in the soil, in the pot already. All right, bolagi over there as well, that I planted yesterday. And this one on this other side, I did today. And all these pots, actually, what I do is I recycle the soil because I do a lot of compost. So these are all new compost soils. Right, so this bolagi was planted today as well. I mean, because I had them growing already, and so they've actually rooted. They have a lot of roots. So we hope you'll see. This bed I need to till because this is where the potato leaves has to be. But again, it's 7 o'clock. I think I've done enough for one day. There's more pots. All these pots, like I say, gonna have pepper. Over this side is where I'm gonna do the bitter leaves. These are the ones that start already, right? And I'm seeing action in them. So when they get strong and root, I'm gonna put them in the ground. Maybe another week or two. They grow rapidly anyway once they start growing and the sun is out, because that's what they need, the sun. So, you know, they'll be growing very nicely. Okay, so I'm going to put them over here. I might even introduce some of them on that other side as well. All right, but you can see. And the lawn is getting greener and greener, and it's raining, so that helps as well, because you can never water the lawn, you know. Anyway, so, well, this is it. Like I say, I've done it all. I'm tired. Now I'm going to go have a rest and backed up with some adult beverage. This is collard green. We already have this collard green. You see, it's budding already, and that's how it is. It buds around this time. More roses over here. Unfortunately, this my pink, like light pink roses, kind of died, and they don't usually die, but still, I don't know. So I'm looking forward to this one. This is red, kind of dark red, and this one as well, it kind of died, so I don't know. So these are my plants, as you can see. And it don't matter, like the rain drops is dropping on them still. These are all peppers, and this is cayenne pepper. So they're gonna survive. Some of them will survive, some of them will don't. And maybe all of them will survive, who knows? Okay, but I've got them outside now because the temperature, and like I say, because of the way the cloud is, it's good to have them outside. Okay, all these are Carolina, Ghost, Trinidadian Scorpion is mixed, you know, so that's them. You see, this one is thriving, the other one is thriving over there. And it's funny because the rainwater is hitting them, so it's like they, you know, but it makes them strong. It gives them strong stem. This is tomatoes, and these are vine tomatoes, so they're coming along as well. They also grow very rapidly, so regardless of the fact they, you know, the way you see them, because all these are roots. If you bury all this in the soil, you'll see when they start growing. So I'm just giving them a little bit more time for me to start seeing them really in a good condition, and then we'll do that. And again, that's bologi. I had them out. That's bologi. I have some soursop seed in that, so it's more peppers. And this is my bitter leaves. See, this is from last year, and it's like the sprouting, so I just leave them there for a while. That's more pepper underneath there. That's again is cayenne pepper. All right, that's bologi. You see, this one is taking shape already. That means it's already started to root. That's bologi again, you know. So we'll see, but that's the garden. It's a lot of work, but it could be done, and that's what I like about gardening, you know. And where's the plant now? Ooh, it was here somewhere. Where's it? Oh yeah, this one. This one was given, you know, so I'm gonna actually put these in the soil, so next year they're gonna come out. These are, it's not really what they call them now, I can't remember, daffodils, something like that. I think that's what they are, you know. So these are gonna go in the soil. They're bulbs. Leave them in the soil. First thing, the moment the soil starts thawing out, and they're gonna start shooting out, and they usually shoot out around March, April, end of March into April, they come out. All right, these are perennials coming out. The scallion is budding, as you can see, you know, they're budding. So this is how you get your seeds as well, you know. So a lot of times if you plant right, you don't really need to buy certain seeds. Not every seed, well, I mean, you want to buy some seeds too, but it's not every seed you're going to buy, because ideally, you know, you're going to be able to get seeds. These containers that you see, they are my starters. They are usually go inside, and these are like greenhouses, you know. And usually I start the cassava stalks and the bitter leaf stalks. That's where I start them from. So they've done their useful life. I'm going to put them away. I mean, I'm going to wash the sand out because there's sand inside it. So I'm going to wash the sand out, clean the sand, and put them away. So they've done for the year. And generally, like I said, that's it, you know. So the garden business is good. get your own food. It's always nice. And as you can see, yeah, you can see it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but I don't go to the gym, so this kind of helps. You know what I mean? It kind of helps because you know, you sweat out and you do a lot of stuff, and so you know. And the beauty of the garden is when they start. When they start, you start seeing your work, and it looks so good. It looks so beautiful. All right. And remember, www.backayardgardens.com is the site where you can buy all your seeds from me. And as you can see, I do organic farming. I do use and organic meaning that I seldom use fertilizers. So it's all like, you know, compost mix. And you know, pesticides you don't need, because I mean there's a lot of solution you do for pesticides. So basically, and if you bought stuff from me already, you know my stuff is good, you know. So www.backayardgardens.com. That's BACKAYARD garden, all one word.com. You check me out on the internet. You can see a link there where you can actually shop for seeds and things like that. Okay. And if you need tips, because like bolagi is one of my favorite plants. I've been growing that since I was youngest 8 years old in Freetown, Sierra Leone. So I know really how to handle them. So tips and tricks. But garden, all it needs is TLC. If you have TLC, you can do it. You know, I mean, you can't plant and leave it and go about your business. This is something that is like, it's a full-time job, more or less, if you really want to get a good yield. Because they're animals, they're insects, they're things that actually disturb the garden. And if you don't maintain your garden, guess what? The yield is not going to be there. And remember also, when you plant in pots, make sure that you have a couple of holes underneath it, a bucket or whatever you plant, because the soil needs to drain, and that makes the plant grows better. If it's not draining, it's starving. And then if the bucket is touching the soil, which is also good, you're going to attract earthworms, which is really good for your soil, because then what they do is they aerate the soil and they feed on certain bacteria in the soil as well. So it's all good. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I mean, this is the third one more or less that I've actually pushed out, so I will be pushing them out as the summer progresses. Okay. And that's my little greenhouse that usually I have inside the house, you know, but again, it's done its stuff for the year. So it might stay there because there might be plants I'm going to do, and that's it. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye.